Ever wondered what's really lurking beneath the surface of our beloved cities? Grab a seat and hold onto your face masks, because we're about to take a wild ride through the dirtiest corners of the USA. From smog-filled skies to trash-lined streets, we're counting down the top 10 dirtiest cities in America for 2024. Trust me, you'll never look at your hometown the same way again. But before we move to video, please consider subscribe us on YouTube. Your support means a lot. Now move to the list. Number 10, Phoenix, Arizona. Don't let the beautiful desert landscapes fool you. This city's got some dirty little secrets. First up, let's talk air quality. Phoenix is serving up a not-so-delightful cocktail of pollution, with an average air quality index of 115. That's like breathing through a straw filled with dust. The culprit, a nasty mix of ozone and particle pollution that's got residents reaching for their inhalers more often than their sunglasses. But wait, there's more. Phoenix is drowning in its own trash, folks. The city's generating over 1.5 million tons of waste annually. That's like filling up the University of Phoenix Stadium with garbage, twice. And let's not forget about water quality. Many residents are reporting issues with their tap water, making them think twice before taking a sip. Now, I know what you're thinking, but it's so hot in Phoenix. And you're right. The extreme heat is like adding fuel to the fire, making air pollution even worse. It's like Mother Nature turned up the thermostat and forgot to install an air purifier. But don't worry, Phoenicians, we're rooting for you to rise from the ashes of pollution and become the clean, green desert oasis we know you can be. Number 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The city that never sleeps, but with all the pollution issues, maybe it should consider taking a nap. Let's see the air quality. Vegas is coming up snake eyes with an average air quality index of 105. That's firmly in the unhealthy for sensitive groups category, folks. And let's be real, after a night out on the Strip, we're all in the sensitive group, am I right? Now, let's talk trash, baby. Sin City is generating over 1.3 million tons of waste annually. That's like filling up the Bellagio fountain with garbage instead of water. And speaking of water, the quality is about as reliable as a slot machine. Older neighborhoods, in particular, are facing some serious H2O woes. But here's the kicker. All those bright lights and big casinos aren't just draining your wallet, they're draining the city's resources too. The constant influx of tourists means Vegas is always on, always consuming, and always producing waste. It's like the city's stuck in a game of environmental roulette, and right now, the house is winning. Number 8, San Francisco. Don't let those picturesque cable cars and fog-covered hills fool you. This tech hub is facing some not-so-high-tech problems. First up, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the trash on the street. San Francisco's waste management system is more overwhelmed than a tourist trying to drive down Lombard Street. The city's struggling to keep up with the mountains of garbage being generated every day. It's like they're trying to build their own man-made hills to rival the famous ones. Now, brace yourselves for this next bit. San Francisco is dealing with a serious homelessness crisis, with over 8,000 people living on the streets. This isn't just a humanitarian issue, folks. It's contributing to some major sanitation problems, especially in areas like the infamous Tenderloin District. It's a stark reminder that even in one of the wealthiest cities in the world, poverty and pollution often go hand in hand. But wait, there's more. Let's pour one out for San Francisco's water quality. Or maybe we shouldn't, considering it's ranked 166th out of the top 200 cities. That's like getting a D on your report card, San Fran. The city's dealing with ongoing issues related to pollution and the need for better water management practices. Looks like the Golden Gate Bridge isn't the only thing that's a little rusty in this town. Number 7, New York City. Let's start with the obvious. There are a lot of people in NYC. We're talking over 8 million residents crammed onto a few islands and a slice of the mainland. That's more people than the entire population of many states. And you know what all those people produce? That's right, trash. Lots and lots of trash. We're talking about 177,000 tons of garbage every single day. That's enough to fill the Empire State Building in just 15 days, but it's not just the trash that's piling up. The air quality in NYC is about as fresh as a week-old bagel. All those cars, buses, and buildings are pumping out pollutants faster than a New Yorker can say, "I'm walking here." The result? Severe air pollution that's got residents wheezing their way through the concrete jungle. And let's not forget about our furry friends. And no, I'm not talking about the Sesame Street characters. New York City is home to an estimated 2 million rats. That's one rat for every 4 human residents. These little guys are having a field day with all the trash, turning the city into their own personal buffet. It's like Ratatouille, but instead of cooking gourmet meals, they're cooking up a public health crisis. Number 6, Detroit, Michigan. Let's start with the air quality. Detroit's serving up an air quality index that averages around 100. That's like trying to breathe through a car's exhaust pipe. The city's long history of manufacturing has left a legacy that's more toxic than your ex's Instagram feed. We're talking about a cocktail of pollutants that would make even the toughest Detroiter cough. Now, let's talk trash. Detroit's generating over 1.2 million tons of waste annually. That's enough to fill up Ford Field, home of the Lions, and still have enough left over to bury a few Chevy trucks. And here's the kicker. The city's economic struggles have hit waste management hard. It's like trying to clean your house with a toothbrush, it's just not cutting it. But wait, there's more. Detroit's water quality is about as reliable as a Pinto's engine. The city's aging infrastructure has led to some serious contamination issues. In fact, Detroit ranks 175th out of 200 major U.S. cities for water quality. That's like getting picked last for the dodgeball team, but way worse because, it's your drinking water. Number 5, San Bernardino, California. Now, don't let the sunny California vibes fool you. This city's got some serious storm clouds when it comes to pollution. First up, let's talk about the air. San Bernardino's got an average AQI of 105, which is about as healthy as a deep-fried Twinkie. The city received failing grades for particle pollution and clocked in over 100 high ozone days annually. That's like getting an F on your report card every single day. And here's the kicker. The city's location in a valley acts like a big pollution bowl, trapping all those nasty pollutants and serving them up to residents on the daily. But it's not just the air that's causing problems. San Bernardino's waste management system is struggling harder than a kid trying to eat spaghetti without making a mess. The city's generating about 700,000 tons of waste annually. That's like filling up 70,000 garbage trucks. And with the system already stretched thin, it's no wonder you might spot more litter on the streets than Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Now, let's pour one out for the water quality, or maybe we shouldn't, considering the state it's in. Some areas in San Bernardino have lead levels that exceed the EPA's action level of 15 parts per billion. That's like finding out your favorite childhood superhero is actually the villain. Not cool. San Bernardino, not cool at all. Number 4, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love. There's nothing to love about these pollution problems. Let's start with the obvious. Philly's got a litter problem bigger than a cheesesteak from Pat's. The city's struggling with high littering incidents and poor waste management. It's like the Liberty Bell, cracked and in need of some serious attention. And get this, all that litter is attracting more rats than a pizza party in a New York subway. The rodent population is booming, turning parts of the city into a real-life version of Ratatouille, minus the gourmet cooking. But it's not just the trash that's trashy. Philly's air quality is about as fresh as a week-old hoagie. The city's dealing with significant air pollution, thanks to a combo of industrial emissions and heavy traffic. It's like the city's trying to recreate the fog of London, but with more cheesesteaks and attitude. And let's not forget about the water. Philadelphia ranks 146th out of 200 cities in water quality. That's like being the 146th person in line for the bathroom, not great, and potentially messy. The city's dealing with pollutants from industrial and urban runoff, making that glass of tap water about as appealing as a Scrapple smoothie. Number 3, Houston, Texas. Let's start with the air quality. Houston's serving up an air quality index that averages around 110. That's like trying to breathe through a barbecue pit. The city's lack of zoning laws has created a wild west of pollution, with industrial areas cozying up to residential neighborhoods like unwanted houseguests. And get this, Houston emits about 683 million metric tons of carbon dioxide annually. That's more than some entire countries. It's like the city's trying to give the atmosphere a big, toxic hug, but it's not just the air that's in trouble. Houston's waste management system is struggling harder than a bull rider at the rodeo. The city's sprawling urban landscape makes it tougher than a $2 steak to implement effective waste management. It's like trying to clean up after a Texas-sized party with nothing but a tiny broom. And let's not forget about the water. Houston's water quality is about as reliable as a weather forecast during hurricane season. Many residents, particularly in older neighborhoods, are dealing with contamination issues. It's like playing Russian roulette every time you turn on the tap. Number 2, Los Angeles, California. Let's start with the obvious. Los Angeles's air quality is about as clear as the plot of a David Lynch movie. The city's got an average AQI of 120, which is firmly in the unhealthy for sensitive groups category. And let's be real, after sitting in Los Angeles traffic for hours, we're all in the sensitive group. The city clocked in over 90 high ozone days annually. That's like having 3 straight months of bad air days, but it's not just the air that's in trouble. Los Angeles's waste management system is more overwhelmed than a tourist trying to navigate Hollywood Boulevard. The city's generating over 3 million tons of waste annually. That's like filling the Hollywood Bowl with trash, 37 times over. And with all that garbage comes another problem: pests. Los Angeles is dealing with a rodent population that would make even the toughest New Yorker squirm. And let's not forget about the water. Los Angeles's water quality is about as reliable as a promise from a Hollywood producer. Many residents, especially in older neighborhoods, are dealing with contamination issues. It's like the city's trying to add special effects to its water supply, but instead of CGI, it's using pollutants. Number 1, Newark, New Jersey. Let's dive right in. Newark's air quality is about as fresh as a subway car in August. The city's rocking an average air quality index of 100, which is like trying to breathe through a coffee filter. But here's the real kicker: only 39% of residents are satisfied with the city's waste disposal services. That's fewer people than those who enjoy pineapple on pizza. The result: trash piling up faster than excuses on a Monday morning. But it's not just the air and trash that's causing problems. Newark's water quality is so low, it's practically limbo dancing. The city ranks 178th out of 200 major U.S. cities for water quality. That's like being picked last for the dodgeball team, but way worse because, it's your drinking water. Significant pollutant levels are affecting the water supply, making every sip a risky business. And let's not forget about safety. Newark's got crime rates higher than a cat on a hot tin roof. It's like the city's playing a real-life version of Grand Theft Auto, but without the reset button. All these issues combined are creating a perfect storm of environmental and social challenges. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. The local government, community organizations, and residents are working harder than a one-armed wallpaper hanger to improve things. They're tackling waste management, water infrastructure, and public safety, all while trying to clean up their city's tarnished reputation. As we wrap up our tour of the nation's dirtiest cities, remember, a little elbow grease and a lot of civic pride can go a long way. Here's to a cleaner, greener future for all.